Kirk Cousins, Tannehill, Goff, and what's the other bum you named? Oh, and Faker Will fail. Out of those four, Tannehill is the best. Watch this. In my house, I'm the tallest man. I'm 5'10", my son 5'9". I'm the shortest man in my family though, outside of my son. But in my house, I'm the tallest man. That don't make me tall. My grandfather's 6'2". My shortest uncle is 6'3". But I'm still a shorty. And Tannehill, that's like saying, picking between those guys and saying, do you want to have diarrhea? Do you want to vomit a lot? Do you want your feet stink or your breath to stink? Yeah, they all bad, but one of them ain't terrible. Because Baker Mayfield is diarrhea. Jason Goff is throwing up. Tannehill is bad breath. Bad stinky feet, and the other one is bad breath. So, like he said, if you put socks on, nobody know. Derrick Henry are some thick ass Bombas socks. Those big thick ass Bombas socks that are real comfortable. But when you take those shoes off, your feet he's gonna stink. And when you get Derrick Henry out the way, he's gonna freak the game. You can look at the record. Every time they said, hey, look out for us, family. And he hitting wide open linebackers and DBs. I'm telling you, every time this Derrick Henry has been maintained, they've lost. Contained, they've lost. That means your quarterback suck. Hey, and don't get me wrong, it's a dude that play in Las Vegas. He is a legitimate rat fart better than Tannehill. He's another guy that that if Josh Jacobs ain't on it, he gonna freak. Period. If you don't agree, all I gotta do is go back in history. Last time the Raiders made the playoffs, he finished second in league MVP. He broke his leg and it was over. But Lamar Murray was kicking ass. That's the last time the Raiders looked real good. He didn't get another good running performance from that point on. And then Josh Jacobs come to life. They 7-9. Josh Jacobs is still alive and they killing it. What happened? We'll get into that when we get to the Raider game. Josh Jacobs hurt his ankle, and what happened? Wide open linebackers and fumbles and everything. That's all I'm saying. I mean, I don't trust them. And I think it's your Chicago. You so immersed in this Chicago football that you used to seeing bad quarterbacks take it up. Big Illinois.
Hey man, why you gotta bring the Bears up?
I'm just saying, you've been looking at horrible quarterbacks your whole life. So when you see one that's just real bad, you go.
I'm not saying that the man is good. I said out of these cats, if it was anybody, I would pick Tannehill. That's what I'm saying. I ain't saying that I would pick him if I was a GM and it was.
You know the only person I pick him over, not those four dudes, you.
No, man, you gotta pick somebody.
I'm not saying outside of them four dudes you pick and you. That's it. My man Microwave said I saw the Baltimore Ravens win the Super Bowl with Trent Dilfer, the Bucks win with Brad Johnson, the Eagles win with Nick Foles. You also saw two of the greatest defenses in the history of the world and Nick Foles get hot. Guess what I saw, Microwave? I saw Mark Wilson in 1986 look like the Mark Wilson that was leaving BYU. And then Bo Jackson hurt his hip, and we know what happened. The Raiders went on to have the largest loss in playoff history. If you are a bum and you don't have one of the greatest defenses in the history of the world, or get hotter than fish grease, your team gonna lose. Because I also saw that same Nick Foles go for 23 touchdowns and 3 interceptions, and then the playoff came and he lost. And then he almost got ran out the league until homeboy get hurt, he bust up his knee, and then bam. He go on a 3-game winning streak. He went on a 3-game run, and then bam. Jim McMahon, another one. Joe Average with all you have to do is don't blow this, and we'll win. If you don't throw this to the other team, family, we're going to win. When you playing with the Bucks and Sapp and Rice and McFarland and Derrick Brooks and Rondé Barber and what's the white boy who the GM at for the 49ers, Lynch. When you got them, hey, bro, anybody, okay, hey, Microwave, you remember Rick Meyer? Rick Meyer challenged, what's the boy named? Drew Bledsoe for Rookie of the Year. And that was the last time he had a good season. It ain't about a 8-12 game run when you're a rookie. It ain't about a 4-game run when you play so piss poorly with the Rams, so piss poorly with the Chiefs, so piss poorly with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Your current coach literally told the Chicago Sun-Times, we really didn't want Nick Foles, we wanted Teddy Bridgewater. I got a problem with you. When your current coach say, we could have did without this Rudy, we wanted the brother. I'm just saying, man. I ain't saying, I'm just saying.
And make too many brothers as the Bears quarterback.
Right. When the Bears want a black quarterback, Microwave, you ain't shit. When this racist ass city that I live in say, we should get the black quarterback, that means there are no other options. With that being said, Tom Brady smell like Dookie. Is it the coaches where everybody, Chris Mortensen and every other white commentator in the world, or is it Tom Brady? I'm listening.
Oh yeah. Hey man, Tom Brady's looking like James Winston looked last year.
Interesting.
And that's all I'm saying. Okay. Well, I was gonna speak on that shit. Okay, cool. So since he's looking at that, looking like that, I'm gonna give about 50% in regards to being Brady and Bruce Arians. The fact that Bruce Arians runs a high reward offense, of course, we know we're gonna put it in harm's way. But in regards to Brady, oh my God, he's not playing like this. So, thank you. So, there you go about it.
Goddamn Deacon Dale. Lots of coaches wanted Teddy Bridgewater, including Zimmerman. He wanted to keep him. He wanted to keep Teddy, but the GM said, no niggas up here. I mean, that ain't what RC wrote, but that's how I read. That's how I read. That ain't what my man RC wrote, but that's what happened. Y'all being kind. Brady is fresh out the shower. I already said it best. It's Brady. He's old. I don't want to hear none of this nonsense about no risk it, no biscuit. The homie is out here hitting defenders in their head. He hit a defender in the head. I ain't trying to hear it. Look, his legacy is cemented already. But y'all gonna get that crown back to the only dude in the history of the National Football League to play in 4 Super Bowl games and not throw 1 INT. The only dude in the history of the Super Bowl game to not have a bad game. This dude played in 4 Super Bowls, won 3 MVPs, and the other dude to win the MVP, he was throwing it to him. So I ain't trying to hear this. Tom Brady, first run at the fucking Super Bowl, he threw 1 playoff and Super Bowl touchdown. His last run, he did not throw but 1 touchdown in the Super Bowl. I'm not trying to hear. The dude cannot be denied, but I saw a play in this game when if they would have had Tom Brady mic, when he threw the ball, you'd have heard him say, I ain't got it. Because he ducked before he let the ball go. He back there flinching, and when you flinching, it's time to go home. Go ahead, lay up with that skinny, ratty looking chick that everybody keep trying to tell me is fine. No. She popped. And so is he. And since my man Big Illinois bought up Jameis Winston, I guess Jameis Winston ain't so bad after all, huh? He just ain't good as Brady used to be. But he looking way better than Tannehill. He looking way better than Faker Wheelfell. He looking way better than Winston Golf. He looking way better than Derek Carr right now. Because if you put me in an offense in which the receivers can't catch and the ball always bouncing off their hand, they, as Louis Riddick said, 50% of his interceptions came from receivers quitting on the routes or running the wrong one. Please help me understand why the whole world told me my guy was a Rudy. But Rap, it wasn't Brady's fault. The defender helmet was too big. See? That's what I'm saying. Everybody got all these excuses. I know Microwave joking, but everybody got these excuses for your boy, man. Your boy is washed. Just because you can throw it far, if you go get Roger Staubach, I guarantee you Roger Staubach could throw the ball 60 yards down the field today. And he 3-4 days older than baseball. So I ain't trying to hit. Man,
but what about because he was the last black quarterback that the Bears had.
And they ran him out of town. And they had that garbage line, kept getting his brains knocked out, and they ran him out of town. Cordell Stewart, RC. Cordell Stewart and Jason Campbell. And then they had this dude named Henry Burris out of Temple who wasn't caca. I actually believe Henry Burris never played football before. Yeah, he started one game, and he was... I seen Henry Burris miss when he was trying to spike the ball. Bach.
NFL primetime went on. Devastating.
Yeah, it should go off. Now. Oh, man. I got AT&T cable, and I got a sweet deal, and now I can't never watch the goddamn NFL Network because they fell out with AT&T. Rat bums.
Did they just do that?
Yeah, I ain't watched the NFL Network in 2 years, man. I used to really like that, man.
Oh, man. Oh, so you ain't seen no girl?
Nah, I ain't seen it.
Oh.
And you called me a salam bowl. The Lions fired their coach. The Jacksonville Jaguars fired their GM. Who's next?
Guy named last name Pace with the Chicago Bears. Yeah.
How about Matthew Nagy?
Yeah, Nagy, him and Nagy, both of them to go. You know what, man? I wouldn't fire Nagy. I wouldn't fire Nagy.
Here we go. Please let me hear this explanation.
Wow. I'm gonna tell you why I wouldn't fire Nagy. all through this GM tenure, man, he's never addressed their